me on.
Oh man, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. And we are live. Welcome to another show, brothers. Today we have my special guest, Mr. Flip Flop on, man. What's happening with you, brother?
And I'm here. I'm glad you have me, brother. Glad you have me. Shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube world. Appreciate you inviting me on here.
Oh man, that's no problem at all. So I know most people know you, but for people that don't know you, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Greg, aka Mr. Flip Flop, owner of Flip Flop Sports Bar in Sosua. Also, Mr. Flip Flop, the YouTube channel.
Excellent. And man, I know a lot of brothers want to know that you're gonna be open tomorrow, basically, fully open.
I'm open for sit down tomorrow. Yes, starting tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Now, with that being said, are the rest of the bars on the beach gonna be open?
This is the word at this very moment. The beach is gonna be open. I don't know if it's just gonna be the beach bars, or you can actually go in the water. They have not for the beach. The beach is a funny part because they're worried about everybody just running to the beach. Right. But the problem with that is everybody was running to the rivers already. The whole quarantine, everybody's at the rivers, so it really wouldn't matter. But they just skeptical about saying the beach is open, even though by the national emergency ending today, ends today. The beach is a public beach. Okay. So once the national emergency is over, everything kind of, unless there's a rule saying you can't, which is no rule right now, the beach is going to be open. You know.
Cool. And as far as people flying in, are they still doing like you flying what, different parts of July, or is the whole island open to flying?
My best friend will be flying in tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. You know, I have my show on Wednesday night. Right. He lands 11 in the morning. On my show, I'm gonna have him call in and tell me exactly what he went through tomorrow morning. Awesome. Give me exact step by step. So this way there's no more, because I tell you there's a lot of fake news going on there. But this way there's no more speculation, because he's on the first flight tomorrow. He lands at 11 in the morning in Santiago. Okay. So I'm getting the info direct from a person who's getting off one of the first flights tomorrow during when everything opens up.
So when he flies into Santiago, he's gonna have no restrictions to have to stay in Santiago, right? He can just hit the ground running.
That was a lot of fake news. I have the protocols here, and just to give you a heads up on how to and see that fake news that we were talking about before. Right. Me and a friend of mine searched for 5 hours for a link. Couldn't find a link. Couldn't find a source. There's people that go around and just start editing these things and make up what they want. Right. Maybe they don't want you to come down here and mess with their girlfriend. I don't know. But what I posted, and I'll send it to you so you can post it to your group. You can post it to your people on YouTube. Okay, cool. What I posted here has a link at the top. The link is at the top. You know what I'm saying? So just to give you a quick rundown, I ain't gonna read the whole thing to you, but let me just find it real quick, because I had to send that to everybody. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? There's no like, people say they were getting tested. I said, no, that's fake news, brother. Okay. Let me find 1 second. Okay, here we go. Just a quick rundown of what they're saying. It starts off saying the protocols to reactivate air services in Dominican Republic, a professional title, not just somebody's man saying, hey, this is what they said today. And then to read the list of protocols, like I said, link at the top. Then it just says landing process. Airlines have to make sure all the passengers are separated. An affidavit of health. Now, what the affidavit of health is, it's like that declaration paper you sign on an airplane. Right. You know, you sign that saying you're not bringing more than $10,000. They're going to give you another piece of paper saying you're saying that you're healthy before you get in DR. Okay. That's all that is. So now, passengers got to get off. Temperature checks at every station. You have to remove your mask when advised by the immigration. You got to have a mask on the whole time in the airport. Okay. And then they're just going step by step. Everywhere you go, the fingerprint reader will be open and cleaned after every person uses it. Baggage claim, your bags will be disinfected. Make sure you have luggage straps to keep distance between passengers. Nothing here about a COVID test. Okay. Just saying you sign that piece of paper, and that piece of paper is going to mean a lot, by the way. If you sign that piece of paper saying you're healthy, if something happens to you while you're here, they're going to assume that you came in healthy. Then you might have an issue. So you want to make sure you are healthy. You know, I told people some people may want to take the test, but it's not mandatory to take the test. What that paper is saying, the same as that paper, you know, what it says, I'm declaring I don't have over $10,000 on me. You understand what I'm saying? So basically you're declaring that you're healthy.
Got you.
You know, so that's, and like I said, I'm gonna send you that. You post it to your people. Post it on the site. Post it on your YouTube. The protocol's right there, brother. And there's a link so you can double check it.
Got you. And so there's no quarantine as soon as we touch down, right?
It was never even a question. That was always been a rumor of, hey, you know, I call them these old heads. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was always a rumor about these old heads, man. I just saw somebody posted something saying the restaurant protocol.
Mm-hmm.
They edited the restaurant protocol to say that the restaurants were going to be closed tomorrow. But then I came with the real link that just came out yesterday and today. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, the government don't say that. I got the president's stamp on here. So, you know, shout to all you guys too, by the way. I see a couple people in. Shout to y'all. So, you know, I post links and that's why a lot of times I won't respond to nothing unless I have factual information. Because what I notice is a lot of fake news going on, brother. A lot.
Right. Now, you said the restaurant's going to be open, but are the bars going to still be closed?
At this very moment, the minister of health is making everybody crazy.
Okay, got you.
He went on TV and said, clubs, restaurants, bars, everything, gyms, everything can open, but it has to be closed by 8. And he said only in the tourist sections. That's what he said verbally. Mm-hmm. And I'll send all that to you later. Then he goes back, and when he gets the president to stamp it, no clubs, only clubs and resorts. Bars are still on there for now, but he's been changing things every couple of days. Okay. So as far as we know, I know bar owners that are opening. So as far as we know, because here's the thing, he said 2 different things within a 5-hour period. One with his mouth, which says video of it, and another on a piece of paper. So he's driving a lot of people crazy. Clubs were ready to open them all. Like a lot of them ready to open. Then he changed and said, no clubs. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird.
Okay, cool. And the mayor of Sosua had like a meeting down there, a press conference or something yesterday, right?
Shout out to Willie, the mayor, man. But like, people wanted me to go, and I told people I wasn't going because I knew he wasn't going to say nothing. And sure enough, he didn't say anything but Sosua, the future of Sosua. That's all he said, bro. Like, so you can watch the video if you want. Right. All he got on there and said, there's a lot of talking going on. And he gets up and says, Sosua. That's it. That's really all he really said. Like, it was for nothing.
Okay, so let me ask you this, brother. So as far as the strip is concerned, is it going to be any traffic on the strip? Or you think it's going to be more like, you know, you're going to probably have to just, you know, maybe hit a restaurant, go back to your room?
This is all preliminary right now.
Right.
I know for a fact that El Flow is open in August.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. El Flow is open. There's a 90% chance that Roomba will be open. And I say 90 because I hit up Ray, the owner. Me and Ray speak a lot. I hit him up just to see if he was going to open, since he's not here in the country right now, if he was going to have them open before he got here or what. I haven't got a response back from him yet. Classico at this moment looks like they're going to open, but you know, Willie right now has not given a confirmation about it. So there will be some spots on the strip open. Willie just has not. No one can tell you. Gotcha. So you're gonna hear fake news probably tomorrow. No one can tell you if Classicals will be open or they're not going to be open. It's just there's no word on it yet. There has not been a final decision. But also, you know, from the word I'm hearing is, and I can't give you much information on it, is that Anvy will be open for, I think, dining as a restaurant. I don't think the club will be open. So we'll see what happens. But right now with the strip, a guarantee of Flow will be open. I'm predicting Roomba to open because, like I said, I believe Ray's coming back soon. There is no official word on Classical, even though they were open before we closed. Even though they were open before this happened, Classicals was open. So, you know, I'm assuming that it will, but there's no official word right now.
Cool. Hey, and brothers, let me tell you, if anybody's going to Sosua, if you haven't been to Flip Flop, you got to check out Flip Flop, man. By far, the best food, the best prices, the coldest beer, bro. Like, I think I go to you almost every day. You see my face when I'm down there, bro.
Sometimes you pay me no mind, though. You were doing your own thing.
Yeah, man. And we talking up about sports. You know, you be on me about my little sport bets and stuff when it comes to that football. But, you know, I'll be betting them overs, man. So it's a real good vibe at your spot, man. You know what I'm saying? I love it there, man. Like I said, I check it out. Every day I'm there. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, bro. You know what I mean?
Much appreciated.
Yeah, man. Most definitely, man. Just a good vibe there. Just a very good vibe, though. So, man, I'm ready to come back, man. Like I said, it's like you said earlier, it's cabin fever on 10 right now.
A lot of people are coming down, man. A lot of people coming down.
Yeah,
cabin fever is definitely hit. Look. It hit me. The curfew ended on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I was out Sunday hanging with Taylor Made, man. We got crazy. So, you know, I was out and about on the Malecone having a great old time.
Oh, yeah. By the way, he got the best wings in Sosua by far, bro. He got the real wings. You know what I'm saying? Facts, you know, some of them other people wings, they be got them big ass wings because they be from different countries. So they don't really know how we like our wings in America. You know what I'm saying? We like the little bitty flavorful wings. So, you know,
right about that.
Yeah, you know, down south, I'm Atlanta. So, you know, we serious about our wings out here, man. Hey, when the last time you talked to Bo Rakes, bro?
Bo Rakes came and trolled me the other day on one of my lives real quick. He be working a lot. He's about to start doing his building down here. So he's just trying to knock out some things up there. And he'll be down here probably in a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, I think 2 weeks he'll be down here. And he's going to start doing construction on his property. So, I speak to him a lot. He hits me up.
Man, he lived like right around the corner from me somewhere. I don't know exactly where he live at, but we stay like in the same area. It's called Camp Creek. It's pretty much like a little smaller area right by the airport.
I know Camp Creek. Okay.
One day he can pull up on me, but yeah, we right around the corner from each other, bro.
He out there, yeah, but you know he be on the road a lot too. But he out there, out there.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get down there. Brothers in the chat. One brother said he got a flight for August 3rd. Got another brother saying here September 1st. You see, brothers, we trying to get on up down there, bro. ASAP.
That's what's up.
Do you know if the of any restrictions with the hotels? Are they any going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
At the moment, the basic, like I said, I'm gonna send you the other. I'm gonna send you all the stuff so you can post it yourself, so people can see it. Because I can't post in your chat. The basic protocols for hotel is temperature checks. Even the restaurant, we gotta do temperature checks for the employees, temperature checks for people who sit down. You gotta get your hands sprayed with alcohol. A lot of disinfecting, a lot of temperature checks. Don't be surprised if you bring a guest back. Your guest gets temperature checked as well. They're really just going to be on the temperature checks and sanitization. That's pretty much what they're on. All the protocols basically are clean, and temperature checks for everybody.
Cool. My brother Brooklyn GQ says, Greg, salute. Fella, support with his private yacht. I did it in March before the shutdown. I'm going to book it again. Hey, a couple of years ago, I had my birthday, or it was actually Russell's birthday party on that yacht, man. I had a great time, bro. Great time.
It was great.
Yeah. You know, this birthday, I was just pretty much shut in. So I'm going to have to celebrate my birthday down there again. You know what I mean?
As soon as you come down, you already know. As soon as you come down.
Hell yeah, man. So let me ask you this, bro. As far as bringing in guests to the hotel, everything is still the same. There ain't no restrictions on bringing your guests. Are they going to
ID? But like I said, they're going to do temperature checks. The temperature checks are part of
temperature as well, right?
Everyone, yes, everyone.
Okay, cool.
They're making that mandatory. When I was in Santo Domingo, when we went to the mall, before we walked in the mall, the guys at the door. That's gonna be a mandatory thing everywhere you go for a while. We're just gonna be quick temperature checks, you know, because if you're running hot, you can't come up in here. You know what I'm saying? So just that.
Okay, cool. Most definitely, bro. And as far as like walking around Sosua, do you supposed to have a mask on at all times, or are they kind of?
This is one thing that, like I said, the protocol's out for businesses.
Right. Okay.
You don't gotta have a mask when you're sitting down eating, obviously.
Okay, got you.
They have not said specifically for the tourist areas. Remember, I told you, homie just released only the tourist areas earlier today. They have not said tourists have to wear masks. They have not said that.
Okay.
But I'm expecting that they may say, hey, if you don't mind, while you're walking around, put a mask. I'm expecting that. But they have not said at no point in time tourists have to wear masks. No, they have not said that yet. But, you know, maybe as a common courtesy, they would say, hey, do you mind wearing your mask while you're walking around? You know, boom. The locals have to wear their mask at all times. But I don't know, and I haven't seen anywhere in the protocols where they said the tourists will have to. So they haven't mentioned that yet. Okay,
cool. And as far as the locals, what's the vibe out there, man? Like, you know, how's everybody feeling? Because I know tourism is a big part of the economy in Sosua.
Dude, Sunday, if you saw my video I posted Sunday, everybody was just happy to be outside, man. There's thousands of people out there in the Malecone.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, damn, what is going on out there? They ain't doing no social distancing.
No curfew. Happy to be outside. You know, tired of being caged in. You got to remember, son, Dominicans are social people. So keeping them in the house, it's not like us. We kind of more disciplined. We know, hey, we got to stay in the house. Their lives are social. Their lives are sitting outside the car model talking to each other, linking up in each other's crib and kicking it. Their lives ain't just sitting in the crib. So this was new to them. It was new for a lot of people, really new to them. So when they finally got to say, oh, no curfew, I ain't got to be home, everybody ran outside. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ran outside. And I don't blame them, because even me, I had a smile on my face for like 6 hours. I was like, I got home at 11:35. I was like, look at this. This is normal. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just happy to be outside, man. Real talk. Even if they're not doing nothing, just happy to be able to sit outside and not worry about police running up on them, no matter what time they're outside drinking, just talking ish, playing some music. You know, that's about it.
Right. And I mean, as far as the DR, y'all didn't have like a big COVID. Y'all didn't have a lot of cases out there, did y'all?
So far, it's about 747 deaths as of today. 100, less than 150 cases. Testing has been ramping up, but less than 150 cases. More than 90 something recovered already. I'll send that to you too. I'll send you that thing, the chart. But it hasn't been that bad. But you got to remember something. Like I haven't told a story, but my son, early in the game, my son was sick. My oldest Dominican son. He went to the hospital. They gave him the COVID test because that was happening. You know what I'm saying? He tested negative, but he had the flu.
Right.
They sent him home. Just, he had to quarantine, had to go home to get himself better. But luckily he didn't have the COVID, but he actually had the flu. So he had to go and get himself together. But they've been ramping testing up. And like I said, most people were in the house. And believe it or not, a lot of people here were scared. A lot of people here were scared. Like I knew people that would not come outside at all. They thought that if they stepped out their door, they were going to get sick. Real talk. So here, it was a lot of people were in real fear of stepping outside. You understand what I'm saying? I had a chick I kicked it with. She was like, when this is over, I'll holler at you. I'm like, for real? Like, put your mask on. She's like, I'm not going outside my house. Seriously, I'm not going outside my house. And a lot of them felt that way because there was a little bit of, we have the media up there, but here it's kind of like, if you go outside, you're going to die. They were being told that. So a lot of people, even though people were outside, the majority was scared to come outside. Like, I actually know people that told me, I'm not going outside my house. And I'm like, that's weird, but I understand it. But we as Americans view it a little differently. They were just like, if I go outside, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna die. So a lot of them, believe it or not, actually stayed home.
Okay, cool, man. So
that's why they were so happy to come outside.
Exactly. As far as the airports, bro, you said Santiago. So I know that at one point they were saying they would open up each airport like day by day.
Yeah.
Is that still going on? Or is it...
Tomorrow, Santo Domingo, Santiago.
Okay.
Then by Thursday, Friday, it'll be Puerto Plata, and then tomorrow's Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, Santiago. And then by the rest of the week, you'll have Puerto Plata, and then that other small airport. I forgot the name of that one. There's a small airport past Santo Domingo. They'll be open as well.
Okay.
Puerto Plata will probably be the last airport open, but tomorrow the major three. Puerto Plata is the smallest, so the major three will be open tomorrow, and then Puerto Plata will be like Friday. They'll be open Friday.
Okay, cool. Hey, shout out to my boy Tampa Twan, man.
Shout out to Twan.
Yeah, you know Twan, right?
Yeah,
man. He put me on game my first time down there, man. My first time, I didn't know what was going on, bro. I was like, man, this shit wild as hell.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Your first time in Sosua, a brother got to put you on game a little bit out there, because he can.
You have to get some game. You have to get some game. Yeah, because it gets crazy.
Yeah, man. You'll be falling in love. You won't be knowing what's going on out there. Yeah, man.
It gets real crazy, bro. Real crazy.
Oh yeah, man. I can't wait to get on up out there. As far as the do you know if they're like, are the flights a little bit cheaper? Do you know of going down there now? Because y'all
it's been going both ways. Some guys have seen flights under $5 and under.
Right.
Some guys, I just saw one of my boys posted earlier. A flight was like $1,000, but he tried to look 10 days out. Yeah. So it kind of depends where you're coming from. I guess the day, the airlines are trying to make their money back, so they're raising the prices. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. You already see that American killed the social distancing thing. They selling the full flight. JetBlue, I think, is still doing it for now, but I won't be surprised if they stop. That's a lot of money. That seat is a lot of money.
Right.
So
airlines be a seat in between, right?
That's a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of airlines, since they've already lost all this money, which I sound like $1 billion a day, they gonna sit there and try to raise the prices to get the money back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right now, I've seen some prices low. I have seen some prices high, but it all kind of depends where you're coming from and what airline you take. For the most part, I believe United probably was the highest. Don't quote me on that, but I think out of all the airlines I saw, they were like the highest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I know POP.
So I really can't say for sure.
POP
is always going to be more expensive.
Yeah, it's like 600. It was like 700, but I saw one for 400.
Smallest airport. It's the smallest airport. You know what I'm saying? So they don't see. Whereas Santo Domingo, San Diego, every airline has multiple flights. In POP, you may have one or two, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why it costs so much over there, because you're kind of paying for the convenience, but at the same time, they only get most of these airlines only get one flight in.
Cool. Now I know you talked about, it says there is no curfew in the city of Sosua right now, so we can go out. No. But like, if the clubs are closed, what the brothers going to be doing out there for the most part? Are you going to be open a little later, or
right now
about midnight? Right.
I was out midnight on Sunday, but that was open. Okay. Now, what the Minister of Health has done is he said that everything can stay open up until 8 p.m. There's no curfew, but the businesses have to close for sit-in. Like if I'm closing at 8, I don't care. I'm closing at 8. But if I was to stay open, you could only come do pickup after 8 o'clock. He's doing that because he doesn't want everybody congregating, which they're gonna do. They're gonna find a place to congregate anyway. But he doesn't want any businesses open for sit-in. So at the moment, you don't have to go inside, but at 8 o'clock, the sit-in businesses are closed. You can't sit down anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
In Tampa, as of right now, the beaches are supposed to open tomorrow. Yes. They just have not made any protocols on how they're going to manage the beach. And like I said, the beach is a public beach.
Right.
So they're making the protocols. I don't know how that works here. Since it's a public beach, you can't really stop nobody once the national emergency is over tomorrow. So you can't really stop nobody, unless they make up a rule saying, hey, you can't go out there. I don't know.
Exactly. Man, I hope things get back to normal pretty quickly out there, bro. Real talk.
You hope. I hope.
I can't wait to get back to it,
Real talk. I hope.
Yeah, man. Oh, so the club's supposed to open, August 24th or something like that?
Well, the new president goes in August 16th. The assumption is that all the clubs will open as soon as the new president is in. Right now, the president now does not want to open the clubs, and they say, hey, it's his fault. The new regime says whatever happens is his fault. Because, the clubs are going to be AC'd. You're going to be breathing the same air. So they've got to figure out how to do that. They're going to open things up slowly now and then see what happens with the clubs eventually. But August is pretty much the date for clubs. I'm saying any day after the 16th, maybe it might be the 24th, but any day after the 16th, the clubs should be open if it stays on schedule.
Cool. I can't wait. Also, man, I know Russell was talking about it's been some prices being reset. You heard anything about that as far as the mangoes?
Listen, people talking. I do stocks and bonds. People talking about it. The reality is, it's up to you. Your pockets is your pockets. That's the reality. Because here's the thing: we can talk about it all day. And the reality is, if there's 100 people watching us right now, there's gonna be 20 guys that are gonna be like, I don't care. I'm paying what I want to pay. Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But then them ones that we probably could have got for that low, it ain't gonna work because they done got their stash already. They done got bought out. You know what I'm saying? So we could talk about it all day, but the reality is, it is what you make it. Yes, it should be lower than normal, but we can't control that because we are believe it or not, the guys who want to keep it a market rate, we are the minority. Even though there's more of us, we're the minority. Because a stock will sit there and say, you know what, this is my number. I ain't going high or low. This is my number. Definitely ain't going lower. And you don't got to take it, but there'll be a dude come along that'll say, yep, let's go. So they can hold out. Now, how long they gonna hold out, I don't know. But
Right.
I've seen it. I've seen some stocks lose their value over a couple of days just because they want to hold out. Seriously, I'm not lying to you not. Couldn't even afford a bag of rice. You know what I'm saying? But they was holding out for that one because that's what they want to do.
Right. Exactly. Bro, you got this segment on your YouTube channel, and like I say, I want everybody to subscribe to your channel, bro, called Simp Talk. You be having me rolling on them joints, bro.
Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. on my channels. Most of the guys here know me. Simp Talk, man. We talk about it, man. We just go into a whole lot of different things, man.
Hey, I don't know if it was the Simp Talk you had said this, man, but you had me dying laughing. I'm gonna use this joint. I think you was telling some girls in the car that you was allergic to panties or some shit. What was it? What was it, bro? You was allergic to panties, or you had a fear of panties?
I got a fear of panties.
Right.
And I do this all the time, but there was this one story, the one you talking about.
Yeah. We
were driving from Puerto Plata, and so we saw some girls on the side of the road. Now, I do not recommend picking up girls on the side of the road, especially at night. But this is just me. I do wild stuff like that.
Right.
Picked them up on the side of the road. They sat in the back. So I told my man, I said, I'm driving. I go, watch this. I go, ladies, I'm sorry. I got to tell you. So I pull over a little bit. I got to tell y'all something. I'm very afraid of panties. I have a fear of panties. So they're like, oh my God. They're like scared for me. They're like, are you going to be okay? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, this is making me nervous because y'all got panties on and I'm driving and I'm a little shaky. And the girls they had a little huddle in the back and they started taking their panties off and they started throwing them in the front. Are you okay now? Are you okay? Pat me on my back. I was like, my boy and my brother are dying. They're like, what the hell's going on? All these panties in the front seat. And I was like, all they could say is no. So I just have fun with stuff like that. And most of the time, if I meet especially a new chick, I kind of just feel them out and I tell them, hey, I'm afraid of panties, just so you know. So you can't wear no panties in my house.
Right.
And then I see what they say. And when they come to the crib, I lie to you not. Hey, when they come to the crib, they be like this. I don't want you afraid. And I be like, oh, thank you.
Right. Hey man, that's funny.
Yeah, my fear of panties goes a long way, bro. It goes a long way.
Okay. Man, let me ask you this one time, bro. And I know you hear stories like this all the time out there. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a debate in the group on what if I should have said something or maybe I shouldn't have said nothing, right? So I met this brother, kind of an older brother in the airport, right? We took a ride from Santiago to Sosua. Now, one of the girls that he, had his fun with, he ended up falling in love out there on the first trip, right? Now, keep in mind, this girl was at my villa like maybe an hour before he was, she was with him. Now, the girl tells me, when I go over there, because they had like a little party, it was a couple of guys, right? They had a little party. The girl tells me, hey, don't say nothing to him. I'm like, okay, like I mean, I know the dude, but I don't know the dude. So I'm like, I'm not going to mess up your hustle. The problem was the chick had hella game. She spoke English, and the dude actually was falling in love. I'm talking about he trying to restructure his whole finances, his life. He talking about doing all that, trying to bring her to America. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I need to tell him. Like, in your opinion, do you tell the dudes, about the girls, or you just kind of let them go through it? What should you do, bro?
He would have hated you. He would have blamed you.
Right.
It sounds effed up. If it's not my man, sometimes my man, I can't tell him because I'll lose a friend over that. He'll be mad at you. So the reality is that some guys are sitting here saying, nah, you got to tell him. Let me tell you something. You've never been in a situation where a man's heart is involved. Right. And he'll be mad at you.
Right.
He'll say it's your fault. And he's still going to deal with it. So you done told him, and he ain't going to stop dealing with it. Right. And then you might have made an enemy right there because he's side-eyeing you like you was trying to mess. Now you was with her. You was trying to mess with her. And you wanted to tell me that to mess up my stuff. You messing up my happy home. Trust me, it happened to me before. That's why I'd be like, I don't say ish, because they don't really want to know. They don't want you to ruin their fantasy. Right. They don't want it. I don't care how many people tell you, if someone goes to the side and go, yo, dude, tell me the truth, okay? Tell me the truth. That's a setup. They don't want it. They don't want the truth. Exactly. Straight like that. So no, you did the right thing because it would have turned out y'all would have probably ended up fighting and he still would have been with her. Right. So what was the point?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a chick. That's like a chick who husband beats on her. You go save her, and then she starts hitting on you. Mm-hmm. But wait a minute, I just saved your life. But she's used to that abuse, so she could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So when you tell a man, hey, this is the real deal, he don't want to hear that from you. He wants to enjoy his fantasy. You just messed up his entire trip, his entire life. Let him live this fantasy, man. Know what you know. And when he gets his heart broke, pat him on the back, be like, man, that's crazy, bro. I'm so sad. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
That's all.
And he was a good dude. Like, he a good dude. And I'm in my head, I'm like, is he joking?
Nah.
Like, did they not? Did his friends not tell him about Sosua? Like, bro, it's Sosua, man.
You can't tell nobody nothing, bro. Don't mess. Listen, don't mess their dream up, bro. Don't mess their dream. I tell it. Don't. I had a dude sitting next to me one day.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy at the bar, guy and a girl sitting there. Dude, they kissing and hugging. And my man pulls next to me. He goes, shows me his phone, and it's her naked with twerk videos. Mm-hmm. And I go, yo, put your phone away. Put your phone away. He's like, Greg, I said, put your phone away, bro. I said, we're not gonna do that. This man they tongue kissing happy. Right. I ain't gonna let him know that she sent you twerk videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the time for that. This ain't the this ain't the moment for that right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The thing that happened in Atlanta where the cops shot the dude in the parking lot.
Right.
Wrong time. Like, this the wrong time you did that, homie. We in a situation right now where you're not supposed to be pulling your gun out on nobody.
Exactly.
You know, so with that situation, bad timing. They over there tongue kissing down, they loving each other. Exactly. Leave it alone. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. It sounds effed up, but listen, I'm telling you, as someone who's probably experienced it more times than most, you don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know. So just be quiet, giggle on the side. You know, you hit me on the chat, you giggle on the side, but don't blow it up. Don't blow it up. Right. Yeah, because then you might have the chick mad at you because you're messing up her money.
Right.
It's a whole nother aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly, bro. Appreciate that nostalgic sounds. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm sure you've heard many stories like that, right, bro? Like, you hear it all the time. What's the biggest simp story ever that you experienced in Sosua, bro? All right, well, it's actually a story I was going to tell tomorrow, but I'll tell it here today. I'm going to tell it tomorrow again. Cool. And it's one of the questions I had a dude doing relationship advice, and they were emailing me questions. This is a question that came up, and it actually happened prior. Mm-hmm. So dude was like, I have this girl, she's nice, blah, blah, blah. And she said that the kid that she had was her sister's kid. That she was taking care of the sister the sister's kid, because the sister got hooked on drugs, the sister left. Right. So now I know this girl. I didn't say that because I'm on both her Facebook. So I was just like, okay, cool, you know. Then he hits me back because he didn't finish. It's a long story. He goes, listen. But then I made another Facebook and found her again on Facebook. And I saw pictures of her pregnant. So I said, well, my man, let me tell you something. If you saw pictures of her pregnant, each picture leads to the next one in unison. It's a timeline. You know what I'm saying? If you went from pregnant to the hospital with a baby, and on her other Facebook, she's only got a 1-year-old kid. Put this, it's not rocket science. Right. And I'm like, you answered your own question for you. You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting there thinking that's his girl. She just had another baby, but tells him it's her sister's, it's her sister's baby. She's taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, I thought it was his. I actually know the dude. I thought it was his baby. I actually wanted to say congrats, but I held my tongue because I was reading the message and I was like, thank God I didn't say congrats out of the blue, because he'd have picked up that I knew. And he might be watching this right now. But later on we talked and I was like, listen, you saw the other Facebook. You saw she was pregnant. She didn't have no kids when you met her. You know, you spend all the money taking care of the crib. If you see my lives, I'm the dude that be in dudes' beds, breaking their beds and breaking their cribs in while they in the States. I ain't gonna lie. But here's the thing, I'm not Dominican. I'm not Dominican. So what you think a Dominican is doing? If I'm doing it, I'm American. What you think the dude that she really rock with is? She only rock with me. We have a good time in the bed, maybe go out for some drinks. What you think that a dude that she talk to every single day, see every single day, he sleeps on the end of the bed because he's tired, he don't want to go home. What you think, you gonna slide them in drawers once in a while in your bed that you pay for? So he's paying for everything, and I was just like, man, you gotta decide what you're gonna do. I mean, it's your money. I know you care. No, and another thing is, I'm not telling him his business. I'm just telling him, open your own eyes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm telling him, I know you're not gonna cut her off. We know you're not gonna cut her off. You want to keep her. You want to change her. Like, if you ever see my analogy to Ginger in Casino, Sam Rothstein said, I know you don't love me, but maybe you will grow to love me. A lot of these dudes are like that. They want it so much that they'll be like, I'm gonna shower you with money and gifts, and maybe you'll love me later on. You understand what I'm saying? And that mentality is messed up, because
you're only hurting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy her. She's not going to be bought. All she's doing is taking your money. And not everybody. I'm not going to say everybody. But there's a majority. If you can't communicate and can't be down here enough. Like I said, I live down here. I don't know where my girl is at right now. I have no idea what she's at. Ain't seen it in about 3 weeks. So if I don't know when I live here, and she's probably only about 10 miles away from me, but I have no idea what's going on. But if I'm here and I can't watch him, how do you think you watch him up there? Now my other kids, my other daughter's mother, I know where she's at. But here's the thing: she can send me a text, say, "Hey, I'm going to pick the baby up." Disappear for a couple hours, and I don't know the difference. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm here telling you I can't keep my eye on him, how you gonna keep your eye on him well 3,000, 4,000 miles away? And that's the problem dudes don't seem to understand. If you want to take care of her, take care of her, but understand what she is. She is your girlfriend for the vacation. I call it vacation girlfriend. Have fun with her and move on. Because if you're holding on to a word about her lifestyle, I can almost guarantee you the money you're sending is taking care of another man. You're not taking another woman. You're taking care of another man. And it sounds effed up, but this is for the and I can say it's not everybody, but a majority. Some of the chicks have they have the guy who pays the bills, and the guy they love, and the guy who bangs their back out. They actually have 3 guys. And I tell you, I got a chick I bang out. She's in love with her baby daddy, in love with him. But she said he don't hit her like I do. So hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But he gets all the money. So it's one of them things, man. But it's a sad story because it happens a lot. Right. Right. And it won't stop. It's not. I tell guys all the time, you're not the first. You're not going to be the last. And if you really want the truth, I tell some guys, you might not be the only one she's doing it to at the very moment. You know what I'm saying? It may be you and another guy, you and 2 other guys that are getting played like that, thinking that's my girlfriend, that's everything. And she's just collecting the bread. She's just doing now when she's with you, that's your girlfriend. The thing is, when she's not with you, you have to take that mindset and be like, hey, okay. But I have this thing where you do you, I do me. When we together, we do us. You understand what I'm saying? But I know every man can't handle that. Me, I don't care. I've literally had girls in my house that I rock with that tell me, hey, hurry up, I got an appointment. And if I'm going to see so-and-so, a dude I know. And I'm like, well, for real, you sure you want to? Now I want to F you first, and then I'm out to them. And I'm smashing. Then I see him in the club with the dude. And I'm like, I don't say none of my business. You doing you, I'm doing me. I might be in the club with another chick. They don't care. But a lot of men don't have that mentality. They want what's mine is like, see, my mom said what's mine is mine, period. So even if she with another dude, she's still mine. I don't care. But you that's your time. You good. But most dudes want it's got to be mine and only mine, and that's not how it works. So I'm talking even in the States, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes just want that illusion, but live the illusion, live the fantasy. Don't try to get too caught up, if you know what I mean.
Appreciate you, Shane Jr. for the $5, man, for blocking that troll Mike. Yeah, that brother was trolling in here, major. Quick
what was his name?
I think his name was Mike Sheep. The troll.
There was some dude named Mike Davis trolling everybody on another chat.
Yeah. That's probably was him. Now let me ask you this real quick, man. I'm not gonna hold you too much longer, by the way.
It's all good.
Are these chicks only like the tourist towns, right? Sosua, are just the Dominican women? Are they all like that, or some you can look into really dating and courting and marrying and stuff?
It's not all. I would never say it's all. That's the biggest misconception of this country. I will say the majority, but a lot of them will be honest with you. And when I say the majority, I mean the majority that you got that a normal tourist is going to meet. I go to the campo and stuff like that. I go places where tourists ain't going. So I'm gonna meet that girl that is I call it the brick phone. She got the brick phone. They ain't even got no internet. They got internet like twice a week type chicks. You ever heard me say the 10 roofs? You know what I'm saying? The most tourists ain't going to those spots. So you're really not going to the hood or to the area where everybody's just kind of chilling. So the most part, the majority you're gonna meet are those types. Some of them will be honest, but some of them run the long game. I know, listen, I kick with chicks all the time. I know chicks that's all they do is long game, long game, long game. I got a chick, I was kicking it with damn near married to a dude, damn near married. With me, I left her crib. The Dominican baby daddy came through. He leaves the crib. She goes to a villa with another dude. It's like, but this one dude is paying all the bills and he's damn near about to marry her. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't care because I know what's going on. but he's the dude that has no idea what's happening. You feel me? So it's not, like I said, you ever heard me say the word, you gotta vet them out, which is hard to do. It's really hard to vet them out because communications, you gotta be able to speak the language. You gotta get to really know them. You know what I'm saying? I have a thing with keywords when I talk to somebody, what they say and do, I can kind of feel them out. You know what I'm saying? But that took experience though. You know what I'm saying? It took experience. It took knowing people. It took really being around. And here's the main part. Excuse me. It took really knowing a lot of hoes to see how they move and how they work. And they listen, the way we got all these groups and we talk to each other, they do the same thing and they talk about us. How someone posts a picture, they do the same thing. I've been with them.
That's
same
true,
thing, bro.
Because one of them said, you fucked all my friends. I'm like, how the hell you know I fucked your
They probably posted your picture.
Exactly.
Well, look, we call it the whole facts, the gringo facts. What up? They probably got your picture. And they're like, who knows them? There's tons of groups, bro. So they talking about it. Listen, WhatsApp was down. It was Brazil, then DR had WhatsApp. I had WhatsApp before anybody in America had it because it was all down here. So they doing the same. They know about the groups. They doing the same thing we do. So the reality is they talking about us too. You know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, he don't pay that much. He don't, he does this. He lasts 2 minutes. Oh, he be trying to break your back out. They talk about us, bro. So when we see that thing and we get over, they might have seen your face and go back in their phone and go, oh, that's that guy right there we was talking about the other day. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same situation. They getting scout reports on us too. We just don't think they smart enough to do it, but they've been doing it.
Man, what? Because they be knowing hella information about you. You be like, fuck.
Listen. I don't take pictures that often because I'm not a picture person. But at the same time, my picture be floating around. And they be like, yo, that's him. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'll bump into a chick. Women have called me Mr. Flip Flop. And I'm like, you don't know how you know me by that name. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Now, let me ask you this, bro. I see a lot of brothers talking about the Venezuelan. I was dating a Venezuelan as well out there. Is there a little bit of a different vibe between a Venezuelan and a Dominican woman? A Venezuelan a little bit more, honest?
I found even in Colombia, Venezuelans are just a little more fun. I don't know why. Now, when I say a little more, because years ago here, everybody was fun here. All the Dominicans were like, they had like that fun with you. They didn't want to bounce to different dudes. They wanted to hang out with one. That was the goal back then. So they were one back then. Now the kind of goal is to bounce around, I guess, whatever it is. But Venezuelans, in my experience, treat you more with that GFE, give you more. They're not trying to rush. They'll sit, smoke, hookah, drink. Like, you got to have a lot of liquor if you got a lot of Venezuelans at the crib. You have a lot of liquor. They want to drink, party, dance. So it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to leave. They're trying to stay and get maximum out of you as possible, money and time, and then hope that you want to see them again. So with me, and like I said, is it happening in Colombia as well? The Venezuelans were like fun. Matter of fact, in Colombia, one of my homeboys I was with, we kicked it. So then he had a girl he knew, and I said, well, if she got a friend, tell her, we go smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, whatever the case may be. And the chick walked directly to me and kissed me. She was like, oh, you cute. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she came right up to me and just was like, we gonna have a good time tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay. I got in the crib dancing, she didn't even know me from Adam, but she's kicking with me like she always knew me. So it's a little bit of a different vibe, but you got a lot of Dominicans that do the same thing. It's just that you got, with the Venezuelans, I think they know that they're the underdogs, I want to say. They're the underdogs, so they kind of go a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So, and in the most part, I've never had a bad time with one. I don't know nobody who has.
Gotcha. Which brings me to my next question. The Haitian chicks, how are they as far as, dating and everything like that?
I haven't had much experience dating here because I dealt with a lot of Haitians back in the States. If you ever heard me say, here's the first place I saw a lot of dark-skinned Haitian women. In the States, I was with light-skinned and brown-skinned Haitian. Me too. The difference in the States. Yeah. Nothing against dark-skinned. I've been with some dark-skinned. I have no problem with that. But here, they're not in the places I usually frequent. I got a lot of Haitian friends, so I may bump into a few hanging with them, but they're not the places I frequent, so it's only been few and far between in DR. But for the most part, they cool as hell. Like, what I did notice is, and I might be wrong, but this is my personal experience. The Haitians who hang with mostly Dominicans are the most fun because for some reason, and I'm speaking about a few particular ones, they know more Americans than all those Dominicans combined. So the Dominicans are always hanging with them to get to know more people, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So they're the ones that seem to be super popular amongst Dominicans and Americans. And, you know, the Dominicans will kind of cling on to them because they know, so they have a big network of people. Like a lot of Haitians have a big network because they speak English, Spanish, Creole.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They speak so many damn languages, man.
They have a big network. Oh, they're educated, bro. Haitians are educated, but they keep that language keeps them educated. I mean, and keeps them in a big network where they can talk. They can talk to Canadians, French Canadians. They can talk to other Haitians. They can talk Spanish. They can translate for you, and they can speak to you in English. I met some that speak German as well. You know what I'm saying? So that actually helps them, and it allows them to communicate with more people. Got you.
Man, good information, brother. Good information. Is there anything else you want to say?
Oh man, look, I just hope you all guys coming down soon, man, because I need some what was that? I need some American company down here. You know what I mean? Listen, man. I know what people are feeling like after a while. It's like you feel like you're in the box. That's why Sunday we wild out. Probably gonna wild out again for Russ' birthday on Thursday. But you know, it feels good to be outside a little bit, you know.
Right.
So right now, just you know, I'm keeping my restaurant together, keeping myself safety protocols in place. You guys stay safe, and when you come down, come holler at me. Definitely come holler at me and Flip Flop and break bread.
For sure, bro. Hey, I'm gonna be down there soon. I'm thinking next month though. Probably like next month. I'm gonna definitely go down and holler at you. And
I think a lot of people are waiting. A lot of people are waiting for that first couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? To see what happened. I think a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, I gotta see what DR do first. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at you. I rush down, but I ain't mad at you.
We gotta put that group trip together too, man. I know we discussed it a while ago, but then the COVID-19 happened, so we definitely gonna have a group trip, man.
Oh, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Hey, real quick, my brother says, "Yo, Flip, I'm coming down. I want to work in the kitchen for a few hours for free." Well, there you go.
Shane, come on down, Shane. Come on down. Show me what you got.
All right. Cool.
Definitely. Show me what you got.
My brother says, make sure the wings are ready, bro. For sure.
My boy Reggie BX, the wings are ready, baby. And my bad, I can't see the comments, but I got the screen up.
Oh, it's all good. He says the name is Flip Flop for the restaurant. Yeah, that's the name of the restaurant.
Flip Flop Sports Bar, yes.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. You know,
I appreciate you having me, brother.
Man. Yeah, man, because it was so many like rumors going around. I didn't know what to think. Right, yeah. I mean, the whole thing about the quarantining is, you know, in Santiago first, can't move. You got to show a COVID-19 test. I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing all that.
Lots of fake news, bro. Lots of fake news. And I don't know where it's coming from, because if the government not saying it, where are they getting it from? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can't tell you, but what I'm gonna send you everything after this chat. I'm gonna say I got links with all my stuff. You know, everything I find, I get from the government, my accountant, my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I can't speak on anything I don't link to it if I can't find it online somewhere. If my boy calls the embassy and the embassy tells him, no, we don't know nothing about that. How people spread this around, you know?
Cool. Got another one says, yeah, that's Sosua, bro. It's Sosua.
Yeah, Flip Flop is in Sosua, brother, before the beach.
Okay, my brother says he'll make sure you show you some love when he down there, man.
Young Jay, much appreciated, baby. Much appreciated.
So once again, brother, appreciate you coming on the show, man. I'm gonna holler at you in a second.
Hey, thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys, man. And like I said, if you're not a member of my channel, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, excuse me, hit me up, Mr. Flip Flop.
Right.
Tomorrow, Simp Talk. If you're around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Simp Talk. Come enjoy the show.
Yeah, the link is in the description, fellas. If you when you subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, your stories be legendary, bro. They be having me.
Been here a long time.
Bro. Yeah, that should be having me rolling, man. I know when you pull out that cup, it's going down.
You already know.
All right, bro.
Hey, appreciate you, babe. Much love to you. All right.
All right, cool.
Appreciate you.